with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the Virginia Cavaliers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Charlottesville continues to be one of the most beautiful cities in the South. Their capacity at Scott Stadium is 61,000, and this beautiful horseshoe design provides gorgeous views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arkansas State's offense will start this game off with the football. And here's the running back that will be the centerpiece of the ground game. We anticipate that he is going to have a major impact on this running game. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll pull it down. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
On the run, it's Beebe. Runs through a tackle. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that? Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cavaliers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Hanging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but
makes the catch and he's free. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Got it behind the line, it's Hamilton. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The option look. Running into the open space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Get it out, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll send out the kicker here. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. He's up to 51 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Cavaliers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Finding some room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the back. Turning it on. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead.
Here's a little room there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The give from the gun. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. catch in the middle. It's Lewis. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The run inside. It's Beebe. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. Could not make his way to the corner. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Beebe. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Got a man, it's Hamilton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Red Wolves now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barrett. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's going to run it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unleashes it on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. Snags it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the UNLV Rebels.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock.
Snags it, and there's running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Beebe. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Rush is on him, being chased. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Coleman. Here's a heat. Fires on the move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air. And they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They'll go right back to the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Barrett. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Virginia will call its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Fires quickly. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Red Wolves, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. be a run on 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Going with the ground game left. Across the 25, he's got room. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's reeled in, it's Smith. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Red Wolves are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Red Wolves go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better day.
in the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Red Wolves will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Troy Trojans offense will get the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Walters. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
Reads it, fires complete.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Working that wide receiver screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy with that.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arkansas State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Coleman. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Red Wolves have their offense in high gear. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is 6 in the first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll Stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Took care of it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 45. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the backbone. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
There's a crease, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walters. There's some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
With the catch, it's Worley. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Fires on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. From the gun, running back gets to give. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Walters. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Clemson Tigers.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Trojans! They take the lead with the 6.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Man, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finally pushed out of bounds. .45, and what good field position after that return. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Coleman. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first himself. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. And just too much on that pass, too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the grab. It's Burgess.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Caught close to the marker. It's Boyd. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He goes right back to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Arkansas State sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to...
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Coleman. He's got him this time. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Red Wolves in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's open on the right. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Coleman. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
To the air on second down. On the run, still looking. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. Swings it out to his running back. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Trojan 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The run inside. It's Walters. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Walters. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs.
He's taking the shot. Upstairs, he's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll keep it on second down. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walters. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible with $1:57 left. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pressure coming. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Under fire, trying to get away. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under fire. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Defense ends this game in style. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation.
Welcome to Jonesboro, Arkansas, at Centennial Bank Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Red Wolves offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of play. Turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Flip, flip, hey, flip! Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Unloads it left. He makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Memphis wants to move quickly. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Coleman. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. Memphis calls timeout. That's their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Maybe a crease. No, he got loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that and you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Carter. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Defense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Floating away. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem.
Maybe some room here. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Red Wolves are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Turning it on. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock, but more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this 1st half, but we can end on a high note.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They've already converted one 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go right back to him. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Got his man. Now Memphis will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. No, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They went into half. They were ready ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Moves around to clear up the vision. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
After the run, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
To the air, it's Coleman. Makes the grab. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room, it's Carter. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Smashes through the tackle. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So first down will open up the final period. Off the RPO, complete. Push down for the tackle. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Running inside, it's Carter. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the fourth quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see if they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for... He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Snagged in the middle, it's Stevens. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Barrett. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. To throw, it's Coleman. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go right back to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Red Wolves trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Gets open down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeps it on first down. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy. Running the option down the line of scrimmage. QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
First play of the first possession of OT. The run inside. It's Hatchett. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Wide receiver going in motion.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right
there. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season. This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just step it up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Pocket breaking down. Still looking for a man. And the sack all the way back at the 5. 3rd and goal, and they have to get it in the end zone here to have a chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Memphis. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. Tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carter. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Gonna run it. It's Carter. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Got it! The upset! They get it done! The field goal to win it! Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Running inside. It's Hatchett. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. 3rd down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. 3rd down here in overtime and some work to do. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. Lived in the backfield.
Now Memphis uses its 2nd timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Snapped it in the shotgun. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. You just have to keep your composure in the clutch. A personal foul in overtime is just hard to explain. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. He'll try to slam it in. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese.